menyaksikan 100 graduan dihantar ke Malaysia dan ditempatkan di sekolah-sekolah pekan kecil serta luar bandar di sekitar negara dengan misi untuk meningkatkan kebolehan berbahasa Inggeris di kalangan pelajar kita. Dan selama 11 bulan juga, mereka menjadi tenaga pengajar dan pada masa sama, belajar menyesuaikan diri dengan budaya serta cara hidup masyarakat tempatan. Jom ikuti saya, Syafiq Adnan, menjejak 12 peserta ETA ini berkongsi pengalaman mereka dengan anda. Hai, kembali sekali lagi bersama saya Muhammad Syafiq Adnan, host anda dalam episod kali ini. Nampak macam panas tapi tak panas, sejuk sebenarnya kat sini tau. Sebab kita berada di 160 meter dari aras laut. Cuba teka kat mana. Kita berada di salah sebuah daerah antara 11 sebuah daerah di negeri Pahang, iaitu daerah Raub. Kalau kita cakap daerah Raub ni cukup popular dengan buah durian lah, dengan air terjun dia lah, dengan orang-orang dia yang memang cukup peramah dan sebagainya. Minggu ini kami nak paparkan dua ETA di Pahang dan salah seorangnya di Raub bagi melihat pendekatan mereka mengajar bahasa Inggeris di sekolah masing-masing. Dan ETA pertama kita, ini dia, Nicole Colon. Bukan calang-calang ETA kita ini. Nicole merupakan graduan University New Jersey City dalam jurusan penulisan kreatif bahasa Inggeris. Okey, bagi program ETA ini, beliau telah pun ditempatkan di Sekolah Jenis Kebangsaan Chongqing. Kali pertama, program ETA dilanjutkan ke Sekolah Jenis Kebangsaan Cina.
Run! Run! I start running, but suddenly, I fell flat on the ground. The zombie became close to me. At this time,
Dan antara tugas peserta ETA kita, anda pun dah tahu. Dan paling utama, mereka perlu mengajar di dalam kelas sebagai sokongan kepada guru bahasa Inggeris sedia ada.
We have like 18 contact hours. She has to enter the class 3 hours per day. We are giving her only Form Remove, Form 1, Form 2 and Form 4 classes. We don't touch the exam classes, so we do not want that to be a disruption for the students. We don't give syllabus. She comes up with her own ideas. So most of the time she will be like doing activities like games, quizzes, which is very different from us. So this attracts students to participate and they will be like competing each other to give answers to her.
I spoke with some of the teachers towards the beginning of the year, and I just asked them, what do you hope, or what can I bring to the class? And a lot of them said it's kind of story writing. They have difficulties just bringing out ideas. I've done a couple of dialogue writing, story writing activities. First, I had them listen to a story that I told them. Sometimes it's not just like a story, sometimes it's like real events. They love scary stories and mysteries. And then after I show them those examples, I hope that they kind of have inspiration. I have them write and then we talk about it. Some students feel more comfortable speaking individually, so I do that with them. I try to take time in every class to go around to each student individually and ask them how they're doing, what they're working on, and kind of just have them share ideas with me. I had them present together, and that kind of helps them kind of read aloud and then hear what their classmates did. And I think the lesson for that day was look at how many different things we can come up with the same beginning. Trying to get their creativity flowing so that they know I can come up with something. It is difficult, but it's not impossible.
Today I saw a vampire beside a tree. I used my AWM to aim the head of the vampire.
Us being Malaysians, the students would feel at ease speaking to us. It's okay if I don't understand English, I can speak Chinese, I can speak Malay to the teacher. But with Nicole here around, I think it gives them an impetus, a certain strength for them to actually strive to think in English and as well push them to speak English. It's not the major improvement that we see, but at least the first thing we need to see is they have their guts to speak in English first.
Okey, jom kita nak beralih pula ke Kuala Lipis untuk lihat pendekatan yang digunakan ETA di sana pula. Siapa agaknya tu ya? Tak lain tak bukan. Ini dia, Cikgu David. David atau nama sebenarnya Zizhong Xiao merupakan graduan psikologi dari Universiti California di Riverside.
Hey guys, how's it going? Alright, so now we will be going to one Amana classroom where you all will see me teaching the Form 1, or as you call it, the youngest students. Alright, let's go inside and see how they do. So what I've done with them is that every class that we have, we pick a theme. So today's theme was business, okay? So I first teach them a few words, vocabularies on business, which is whether it's known as whether product, whether it's goods or defect. And instead of me teaching them what is a business, I will give them like a chance to practice, with a little, paper making donuts. And I give them like a chance to be their own business. I had them be like an assembly line, assembling the things that they are going to sell. So with this hands-on approach, the students are much more receptive to learning. So when they experience it themselves on hand, they are able to learn things much more quickly and much more easily. Let's take about maybe one more. Can anyone give me one more Malaysian business? Yeah. Petronas. Yes, very good. Petronas.
So, in your classroom, can you share with me? So, what do you learn? From Sir David's classroom.
Sir David have teach me about how to build a sentence, and learn me to correct my speak and writing.
Okay.
Menyusul, Nicole dan David bergabung tenaga untuk menganjurkan kem bahasa Inggeris diisi dengan pelbagai aktiviti menyeronokkan bagi pelajar. Antara program yang perlu dilaksanakan ETA ialah kem bahasa Inggeris yang dianjurkan di peringkat sekolah dan juga negeri. Dan untuk kali ini, Nicole dan David berganding tenaga bersama beberapa rakan ETA lain bagi menganjurkan kem bahasa Inggeris di sekolah jenis kebangsaan Chung Chin.
In schools, we kind of promote competition. We don't see how working in a team can benefit us. And that was my main goal, so I made us all part of the same agency. And in order to find this one criminal, we had to work together. We had to put our minds together. The activities that I did were putting puzzles together, but we mixed up the puzzles. So if you didn't have a piece, another team might have your piece. So they had to talk to each other. And then we had escape rooms.
They are currently in an escape room setting. They need to find the clues, play with the toys and look up around the room in the sky. And this is how they will obtain a code to unlock the door, which is locked.
Menerusi aktiviti ringan begini, ia membuatkan pelajar lebih seronok untuk cuba berkomunikasi dalam bahasa Inggeris.
Stop and turn left. Stop and turn right. Go say, stop and turn right.
This kind of thing we can improve our brain to think more, and we can think more further. This also can help us to become more improve ourselves in thinking. We can solve problems in the short time.
Hi, so we're on break for our camp right now. I requested for the canteen to make, I just finished. I requested for the canteen to make nasi ayam. It is my favorite Malay dish. I think I can probably eat it all the time. It reminds me of my culture, where we mostly eat rice and chicken.
Saya Sada.
Saya Miss I. Sangat very sangat sedap.
Sangat sedap.
Very delicious.
We hope to improve our pupils, actually not only pupils, also the teachers' speaking ability, and also we hope that have to improve our pupils' conversation skills by working closely.
Penganjuran kem sebegini juga memberi peluang kepada peserta ETA dari daerah berlainan untuk bertemu. Dan sudah pastinya banyak pengalaman dan cabaran yang tak sabar nak dikongsikan bersama rakan seperjuangan ataupun senasib.
With camps, it gives us an opportunity to kind of see each other. Sometimes it feels a little isolating because you're living with one other person. And going to camps gives us that opportunity, kind of like reaching out to my friend who was in ETA in Peru. But here we have more in common. So it's always nice to see ETAs from outside of my community. And we get to share stories and we get to know more about each other.
So we're at the Raub Sunday morning market. I'm with Allison, my roommate, and Ray Ann, who was visiting us for my camp yesterday. It's always fun to go to them and see the local cuisines and then buy from the locals, because that's how you kind of get to know everyone. So this is cake batik, and it's my favorite dessert here in Malaysia. The first time I had it was at the Ramadan market, and I thought, oh, this looks kind of good. And then I came back to the Ramadan market the next day, and I got some more. And so now, anytime that I can find it, I'm very, very happy. So right now, I'm very, very happy.
Menyusul, David dan Nicole cuba menyelami budaya komuniti tempatan. Jangan ke mana-mana, kembali selepas ini.
One other mission for Fulbrighters is that we are here to conduct education and a cultural exchange. So this activity was introduced to me by the language head, Sir Zul, and I saw one of his videos and I was like, wow, I want to learn this. He's like, well, sure, come on in the session and join. So I went to the sessions. You know, at first was very intimidating because, you know, like, I don't know how to do this, but the students were really patient in terms of teaching me. And then the other thing was that the teacher, Sir Zhu, when he has to explain instructions, he needs to explain them in part Malay and part English because I need to understand instruction. So he needs to speak in English.
For the 6 students that you perform on the training session, maybe tomorrow.
And this gives the students a chance to listen to English instructions and improve their English exposure. So I think that me being in the relaxed environment in a non-traditional classroom setting, that definitely has helped them a lot.
Lodeh hai bang lodeh, lodeh anak pak saleh, pakai baju labuh seluar longgar hampir terlondeh. Boleh atau tak boleh, jangan daleh-daleh, tunggu buat tak jatuh, lutut lenguh, kaki letih.
Beralih pula ke SMJK Chung Chin, jom kita lihat apa pula yang dibawa oleh Cikgu Nicole ni untuk menyelami budaya masyarakat setempat.
The one that I took a deep breath when the director brought it out was the symbols. And I saw them and I said, how can I do this? But we started playing the song and I learned it and I really like the song. It's always stuck in my head. So I'm always kind of subconsciously practicing, oh, this is when I hit the symbols.
Dalam banyak benda kat dunia ni, pilihannya orkestra Cina yang dianjurkan oleh sekolah itu. Bolehlah tu Cikgu Nicole, kira dah pandai lah tu. Aktiviti sebegini dan juga bermacam lagi yang dianjurkan oleh ETA kita sepanjang 10 bulan mereka berada di sekolah masing-masing menjurus kepada satu matlamat, iaitu untuk menggalakkan komunikasi dalam bahasa Inggeris di kalangan pelajar khususnya, selain guru-guru dan juga masyarakat setempat secara amnya.
Ianya amat membantu melalui aktiviti-aktiviti yang telah dikhususkan untuk mereka dan dijalankan oleh ETA itu sendiri. Seperti mereka akan ada speaking workshop, dia ada co-teach kerana di situ mereka saling membantu antara satu sama lain dan secara tidak langsung dapat memberi impact positif kepada para pelajar untuk lebih berkomunikasi, kerana kita tahu budak di luar bandar mereka amat kurang peluang untuk berkomunikasi. Dengan adanya ETA tersebut mereka akan lebih mencuba untuk mendapat sesuatu yang baru, terutama skill dalam komunikasi.